Private label, third-party manufacturing. Are they the same? Many people hear these two terms and assume they mean the same thing. But in practice, they represent different approaches to building up a product brand. This confusion can lead to wrong decisions in the beginning. Some entrepreneurs choose a model without fully understanding how it works. So before moving forward, it is important to clearly understand the difference. In this video, we will look at both approaches in a simple and practical way. Choosing the right approach affects how the product is developed, produced, and managed. If the model is not clearly understood, it can lead to limitations later. It may affect flexibility in product changes, control over quality, and overall brand direction. For someone starting a product brand, clarity at this stage helps avoid unnecessary adjustments later. So understanding the difference is not just technical, it is a practical decision.
In simple terms, private label means selecting an already developed product and selling it under your own brand name. The formulation and product structure are usually predefined. The brand owner focuses on packaging, labeling, and bringing the product to the market. This approach can be faster to start as the product is already established. However, flexibility in changing the product may be limited. Third-party manufacturing is slightly different. In this approach, the product is developed and produced based on your requirement. The manufacturing partner supports the process, but the product can be customized in terms of formulation, packaging, and overall design. This allows more flexibility in how the product is created and presented. However, it may involve more planning and development compared to ready-made options. The main difference comes down to flexibility and control. In private label, the product is already defined and you apply your brand to it. In third-party manufacturing, the product can be developed based on your requirement. Private label is usually quicker to start. Third-party manufacturing allows more customization.
Private label focuses more on branding and selling. Third-party manufacturing involves both product development and branding.
So the choice depends on how much control and flexibility you want in your product. Private label can be suitable when the goal is to start quickly. If the focus is on entering the market, building a brand, and testing sales, this approach can be practical. It works well when product customization is not the main priority. For someone who wants a simpler starting point with fewer development steps, private label can be a reasonable option.
Third-party manufacturing is suitable when you want more control over the product.
If the goal is to build a distinct product with specific features, formulation, or positioning, this approach allows that flexibility. It is also useful when you want to develop the product step by step, test it, and refine it before scaling. This ensures your product is solid before you grow. This approach involves more planning, but it provides more control over how the product is created. In practice, many beginners start by exploring ready options to understand the market. At the same time, they begin learning what changes they may want in their product. As they gain clarity, some move toward more customized development. So the approach is not always fixed from the beginning. It can evolve as the brand develops and the requirements become clearer. One common misunderstanding is that one approach is always better than the other. In reality, both have their place depending on the situation. Another misconception is that private label means low quality, which is not necessarily true. And that third-party manufacturing always requires large investment, which also depends on how it is planned. Understanding these points
helps in choosing the right approach without assumptions.
For someone starting a product brand, the important step is to first understand the goal. If the focus is to enter the market quickly and test the idea, a simpler approach can work. If the focus is to build a more distinct product with specific requirements, a more flexible approach may be suitable. Clarity about the objective helps in choosing the right path. The approach should support the stage of the brand, not complicate it.
Private label and third-party manufacturing are two different approaches to building a product brand. Private label uses your brand name, while third-party uses the manufacturer's brand.
Each has its own role depending on the stage and objective. Understanding the difference helps in making a more practical and informed decision.
With the right approach, the product development process becomes more structured and manageable. It's about creating a clear path forward.